Good. Okay, strategy for
It's a kind of strategy to get the employees to work, ma'am, to get them more efficient, ma'am.
super. Lakshit says that it is a strategy to make the employees work. Anyone else can add to it? When I say motivation, what comes to your mind?
Morale.
Morale, no. Mayank,
Yes, ma'am.
motivation,
Increase the employees.
morale.
Increase the employees' will to work.
Okay, increase the way in which he is working. Or
Ma'am,
anyone else?
increase in employee satisfaction.
Increase in employee satisfaction, motivation. Let's assume that I have an employee and it's a duty of an employer to motivate an employer. It is a duty of an employer or a manager to motivate an employee. So when I say this, what does it mean? I need to motivate my employee.
Could you repeat it, ma'am?
Yeah, I said that I am an employer and I have an employee. So what was it that when I say that I as a manager need to motivate my employee? What do I mean by that?
I'm improving their performance.
Improving their performance. How do I motivate?
Ma'am,
Motivating the people.
the maximum efficiency of an employee.
Motivating the employee, ma'am.
What is
Give
that
them an
motivation?
incentive. Give them an incentive to work. Could be anything. It could be
Give them an
medical.
incentive. Okay, give them an incentive
Bonus.
to work in anything. Motivating an employee. I would like to know, what do you understand by the word motivation?
Ma'am, it's the way employee can make the employee work more efficiently, ma'am.
Okay, it is a state in which I motivate or induce or inspire an employee so that he works much better, both for the organization, so that he achieves the organizational goals. So motivation is inspiring or inducing an employee towards so that he works better to achieve the organizational goals. It is directly, even he gets some, he is giving me some service for which he would be in return also. Now we did with incentives, financial and non-financial incentives. Does that fall under motivation? Are they motivators? What motivates employee? Is it always that money motivates an employee so that he's able to work better, or there is something else also that
Appreciation.
motivates?
The work environment, the kind of work
Social factors,
environment.
ma'am.
The kind of social factor,
Recognition.
etc. So
Work
recognition.
recognition.
So it varies. It need not be always that money is the motivational factor. It can be any other factor also apart from that, like employee recognition, growth, etc. can also be a part of it. Just give me 1 minute. Are you able to see something on your screen?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Is this motivation slide available? The PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now we will do with what do we mean by motivation? It is a process of inspiring people in order to intensify their desire and willingness for executing their duties effectively and for cooperating to achieve the common objectives of an enterprise. So both the motivation, we have the role both of the employer as well as the employee. So it is a process where the manager or the employer inspires people who work under him so that they work to the willingness or they perform their duties effectively and with cooperating so that the both employer and employee achieve the common objectives of the enterprise. So in other words, it means to induce, instigate, incite, or prompt someone to a particular course of action for getting the results from them. Now, there has been a study according to which we have found out that in one survey very recently which was conducted, it was found that 69% of the workers waste time at work every day. 69% of the workers reported wasting time at work every day. What do you mean by it? They wasting time at work every day, which means
They are not
They are not
motivated.
effectively working.
they are not effectively working, and nearly 1/4 of them waste between 30 to 60 minutes each day. So almost half an hour to 1 hour where they have to productively work, they are not working. That is why we are just going through how is it that I motivate an employee so that they utilize, I as an employer have the maximum utilization of human resource and I get the organization objectives also achieved. So motivation is the word derived from the word motive, which means needs, desires, wants, and drives within the individuals. So how do I achieve that needs, desires, wants, or drives? It is the process of stimulating people to actions, making them do something so that they are into action to accomplish the goals. So main objective of motivating is, as a manager, I need to see that I inspire. How do I inspire? For which I need to know the need, desire, wants, or what is it that the employee wants. And I know what is it that I want as a manager. So when I club that both together, I would be able to accomplish the goals. So it is the process of stimulating people to actions to accomplish the goals. So in the work, goal context, psychological factors stimulating the people's behavior can be what is it that I'm looking for? Either desire for money, success, recognition, job satisfaction, working in a team, etc. So this is a main, I need to understand what is first my employee wanting, according to which I can motivate so that both. So motivation may be what are his needs, desires, etc. Put him into action so that the organization goals are achieved. Is that clear, students? Yes? Okay. Now, for me to know how do I motivate an employee in an organization? Assume I am an employer. How do I motivate an employee in an organization?
Actualization, fulfillment, and achievement.
No.
Huh?
How are you reading? How do you read a pyramid?
From the downwards.
Okay, the whole thing. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Maslow's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Physiological needs, which include the need for shelter, survival, food and drink, safety, the need for protection and security, social, the need to belong, to love and be loved, to interact with others, esteem, self-esteem, self-worth, etc., and self-actualization, fulfillment, and achievement.
Okay. Now, this was based on this. Thank you, ma'am. Now, this Maslow's hierarchy theory, he had identified that there are 5 basic needs of any human being. The first one is this physiological needs, which is the basic needs which are to be fulfilled or which a human requires, which is your air, water, food, sleep, etc., physical satisfaction, etc. So these are the basic needs which any human being would require. So these feelings motivate us to satisfy them as soon as possible. So once the basic needs, food, shelter, and survival are satisfied, It is only then that I would move to the next level, which is the safety needs. So basic is the food, shelter, and survival needs. Second one is safety needs, that you need for my protection and security. For example, if I am an employee, I would look in for a lifetime employment. I would look in for a job security, or I would take up an insurance, etc. So this adds to my safety needs. Apart from I having a basic salary which satisfies my basic needs, then once I'm able to satisfy this, I would be able to go to a safety needs wherein I purchase an insurance policy or something, or have some insurance towards myself. That's just one example, safety. Or I'm so secure that I'm so satisfied with my job that I get a lifetime employment, etc. So when I get a lifetime employment, it is a social and a security needs, wherein I'm secure that I will not be thrown out of my job and I will have a flow of salary throughout. Are you clear with the first two needs? The basic need, the social and the safety needs. The third one is the social needs. Once I'm able to meet the safety wherein I am secure, it is then that I would move to a social need where I would looking for belongingness, or I would like to be in a group, a club, religious groups, family, etc. So if to fulfill social needs, people become friends. People, so I form certain friendship, or I have certain groups, it might be work groups, religious group, family, etc., where I looking for becoming one among or having more friends. Then I would like to have a family, join clubs or associations so that I am recognized in the society, etc. Clear with the first three needs?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we move to esteem needs. That is self-esteem of self-worth. Can I have an example for this? What is self-esteem? Self-esteem. Self-esteem is something like self-confidence, independence, achievement, etc. Or it can also be recognition from others. For example, if I already have a car, I would go in for getting a better car so that I am recognized, or I know what my self-worth is accordingly. So it is working towards self-growth. It is satisfying my ego needs. If wherein I know that I'm able to satisfy my basic and all, going a step ahead to have a good status, etc., like going for an esteem need. Are you clear with the first four? So this esteem needs give me something which asks for, or it is seeking for reputation, recognition, status, and appreciation, etc. So it is basically for your status, self-appreciation, etc., that I go in for an esteem needs. So basic, safety, social, esteem. And the last one is, once I'm able to have a name or a status also, then I go in for a self-actualization or fulfillment and achievement. Now it is the desire to achieve all that one is capable of achieving. It refers to like maximizing one's potential and achieving excellence in one's field, where I become a CEO of a company or something like that. That also adds to your status, but it is the topmost where I look in for self-actualization, which is not after I come to an esteem need also, then I would go in for the further achievement. Is this pyramid clear to you? The basic, safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He felt that there should be 5 categories in this order. The first one is the basic need. It is a form of which includes your food, shelter, and clothing. Example, getting a job for survival. In basic need is to getting a job. Now, when I get a job, I get a salary. With this basic salary, I would be able to satisfy my food, shelter, and clothing need. Second comes your safety need. Once my basic needs are met, I would look in for stability and safety. That is job security or getting an insurance, etc., which is including only your security and safety. Third one is your social need, where I would like to grow my reputation. So in a sense of belongingness, I would like to have more friends, or it can mean I want to have good work relations with colleagues and my superiors as well. Fourth is the esteem needs. These includes admiration, status, and self-respect. Example, employees in an organization need recognition for their achieved efforts. So an award or improving my status. From a manager, I move to a senior manager or the regional manager in the context of the organization. And my last need is self-actualization. This is a need for personal development and self-fulfillment. Example, growth in a profession or moving up the ladder in an organization. So Maslow's theory acts as a good base for managers to motivate employees. From one need, these are the basic needs, and every human moves from this. These are in this pyramid only. Every human would move from these pyramid. First, you would have the basic, then safety, then social, then esteem, and then the self-actualization. Now, these were the assumptions based on what were the assumptions on which he derived this is needs follow a hierarchy. The behavior of people is based on their needs, and a satisfied need stops being a motivator. For example, if I satisfy the first one, it stops. So it should not stop it. It should keep on increasing to the next level. And people ascend from lower level to higher level of their needs. This means that lower category of needs must first be fulfilled before progressing ahead. So Maslow's theory of hierarchy is universally accepted as it is simple and logical. Now, what are the demerits? All of you are clear with what is Maslow's need hierarchy theory?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
what are the? Do you think? Can you criticize on this or tell how is it? What are the demerits of? Let us put this way. What are the demerits of Maslow's need hierarchy theory? He says that the needs were divided into 5 stages, starting from basic, safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization. What is the